Hello, my lovely Cancer friends. I hope you're doing well. This is Anna, and this is a reading for you. It's a timeless reading, which means there's no dates, there's no specific time. Whenever you catch the reading, if you watch it and it resonates, then that was probably your message at that time. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it on yourself. Just, move along. Go find another reading. Okay. I'm going to get an overall energy first. And now the garbage people are picking up the garbage. So forgive the noises. I'm grateful to them for the job they do. Although sometimes they'll put someone else's bin on they'll switch bins. I don't like that. Okay, Spirit, what's the overall energy for Cancer's reading today? You wanted to give me 2. Should I pick it? You're giving me 2. No, I want 1. I'm gonna pick it. Center. Oh, Triumph. That I think is... I forget which card that is on the tarot, sorry. I think it's a major arcana. Oh, goodness. Hold on. That's so funny. It crossed my mind and then I let it go because I'm just terrible with remembering the order of the major arcana. You would think I would know it, but I don't. I forget. That's just, yeah. Anyway, this is the Chariot. This is triumph. You're heading towards triumph, towards success, overcoming any obstacles that are in your way, because you're determined to make it happen. This is a person that is determined to get through any obstacles that are in their way, to accomplish a goal. Yeah, okay. To make dreams come true, that type of thing. All right, let's leave that there. Nice. Oh, there's no way I'm going to memorize the cards. It's just not happening. And I've worked with these cards for so many years now. It's kind of crazy why my brain doesn't want to memorize. Just this, yeah, okay, never mind. That's for another video. Anna's issues. All right, 3 cards. For those of you that want to know, I am an intuitive reader. If you're here for the first time, I'm an intuitive reader. I don't read the cards in their traditional meaning, usually. Sometimes the traditional meaning comes through, but for the most part, it's an intuitive interpretation of what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing in my head. Okay? Just in case you're curious and you haven't seen me before. Okay. So I'm seeing like a progression here of someone who was feeling very, had a little bit of victim mentality, and I don't know where that applies, if that applied at the workplace. Like, you felt maybe like you were being skipped over for opportunities to improve your salary or your position, your title, whatever. Or if it's just a general victim mentality, oh my gosh, everything goes wrong in my life, that type of thing. But there was a feeling of trap, and the trap is the theme of this week, apparently, because Gemini had a little bit of that earlier in their reading. Sorry, not earlier, in their reading. There was a feeling here of a little bit of helplessness. Maybe, I don't know if you're in this phase at this moment, but I'm seeing someone who's coming to an understanding of the reality of it. Like this seems, yeah, this is very much like Gemini's illusion of a trap. So if you have Gemini in your chart, you may want to go and see that reading. May resonate with you. Or maybe this is like a continuation of that reading. Sometimes that happens. Because I'm seeing here now the phase or the cycle of coming back to an understanding. Understanding what is getting in the way of you accomplishing your dreams. And remember, the overall energy here is the Chariot of you going towards and accomplishing that. Like really, really determined, no doubts whatsoever here in the overall energy. That's where you're heading. Ending with the Queen of Swords, which is, you know, someone who's very insightful. She's a bit independent, so there may be some codependencies in this first phase here. Maybe if you're in it right now, you know where the potential is for you to get to. If you've already surpassed this and you recognize it, you know what you've been able to overcome, right? Because sometimes readings will show you all of the stages. Sometimes it's one, you know, it just depends. This is a collective reading, remember, so it cannot be too personalized. And sometimes you resonate with every single step of the reading, every single detail of the reading. Okay, so there is, in this phase here, after maybe leaving some codependency or some victim mentality or that kind of powerlessness of feeling like I can't do anything, I need help, and maybe you do need help, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then you have to, you know, build that kind of strength and overcome your anxiety to seek the help that you need, right? I'm seeing here someone who has realized that even though, I mean, this is the Seven of Cups and it's in reverse. So a traditional reader that may be watching would be saying, that's not what that means. Release that or get out of the reading. Because remember, I interpret things in a different way. I don't mean to kick you out of my reading. I'm just saying. So release any predetermined judgments you may have or any existing knowledge of what the cards traditionally mean if you're going to a reading from I should probably start with, I'm an intuitive reader. I should say that somewhere in my reading when I first start. Okay. Mental note. Mental note. I will say that moving forward, just in case someone's coming for the first time to my reading. All right. So yeah, going from maybe a codependency or a feeling of I'm trapped, I can't do anything. You know, it feels very chaotic. But this lady is has a blindfold, which is sort of, I mean, if you really look at it, it's kind of loose on her eyes, and which just means she can't see the potential that she has to remove these little loose bandages that are supposedly trapping her. They're not. It's an illusion. Again, go see the Gemini reading if that resonated, that illusion part. There's a lack of confidence here in your own abilities. Now, this moves towards this part here, where it's getting, even though now there's anxiety because you're stepping away from, maybe you've released the ties that bind you, and you're understanding the reality of it. I have to kind of take some action here. I'm the one, even though now that's given me a lot of anxiety because I'm relying on myself, but that's what empowers you moving forward. The Queen of Swords is independent. That means that independent is jumping out at me here. It goes from being tied and depending on others to take those ties off of me to being independent. I did it myself. I cut the ties with my own sword, right? With my own understanding, with my own intelligence and knowledge that I have, my own judgment. I'm able now to communicate clearly. Where here there's some doubts. There's an inability to speak up for yourself. Now here there's open communication. You're heading into this. You're heading into the triumph where you can claim your successes and the accomplishments. You recognize yourself. You recognize yourself. You don't need others. There's a dependency here on others. We're starting out here where, oh, I'm helpless, help, I need you to help me. And again, like I said, maybe that's true. There's nothing wrong with needing help from others. But this feels like a person that can do it themselves. You're not helpless. That's an illusion in your mind. You see, look at the handcuffs. And maybe there's a desire. Maybe there's an underlying desire to have a partner help you with A, B, or C, whatever the situation is. But here are the handcuffs. Clarifying here for me now. I'm doing clarifying now of the message. The handcuffs. You broke free of the handcuffs. So you're breaking free of whatever obstacle, whatever challenge you're currently experiencing. If you're still in this original phase, you're breaking free from that, and you're going to see here what's happening, what's coming in for you, because you are able to do that. It's possible that there is a partnership coming in for you. So you've broken free from the shackles that maybe you created for yourself. Maybe life created them for you, right? Because sometimes, but I always encourage people to look at their challenges and to see what they could have possibly contributed to creating that challenge. It's always good to look at that to see, is there something that along the way, a decision I made, not to blame yourself or to be hard on yourself, but to learn so that in the future that is not repeated. So you don't have to go through that challenging cycle again, right? Okay. Tell me more about this partnership here that's collaboration. It feels like it's something that, look at that transformation. You're going through a transformation. That's beautiful. The phoenix rising. Okay? You're undergoing a transformation. I don't know how long that's going to take. It takes as long as it takes. When you're able to break free from the shackles that you've created for yourself, I still feel that you've created them. You can argue with me. Don't argue. Interpret it for yourself. The readings, this is a partnership between you and me. I give you my interpretation, and then you bring your interpretation to it if the message resonates with you. You interpret what it really means for you, because again, it's a collective reading. So there's a lot of people that are going to be processing this same reading. Okay. I mean, look at this. The Phoenix came out with the tools. It's still not clarifying for me. I feel like this stands on its own. Either you're craving a partnership and that's something that you work towards. Maybe that's what you're able to be successful in and finding this partnership. I don't know if it's a business or romance, a personal romantic relationship, or other types of a community. But I see you finding that. That could be finding your soul tribe. That could be you attracting your soul tribe once you remove yourself from this trap, air quotes here. Okay. You set clear boundaries as the Queen of Swords, and you use your intuition to be able to see what is right for me and what is not right for me. And you set boundaries within yourself, excuse me, but also with others. But I see you being able to collaborate with one or others, one or several. That's part of the triumph. And that's something that you create for yourself. Building your confidence, because there's a lack of confidence in the beginning here. And then I see it building. I see it building to someone who is willing to go out on their own. And then because you're doing that and happy, because you recognize your successes, there's the phoenix rising, and you have the tools available to you already. Even in this doubtful, helpless phase of your life, you already have the tools available to you to be able to, like the magician. The magician has all the tools available to be able to accomplish whatever he wants, whatever she wants, right? The phoenix is a transformation. Releasing yourself from anything that holds you back. I'm not saying that there won't be challenges along the way, because that's what it is. That's the way life is, right? But you have the tools available to... Hi, Wendy. We have Wendy here. You're going to see her feet. Wendy. Oh my goodness. What are you doing here? Are you helping with the cancer reading? I see your feet. I see your little feet. Sorry. You have the tools available to you to be able to deal with whatever challenges come moving forward. This is a transformative phase here for you. Very important. This is something that's going to teach you how to be able to manage the rest of your life moving forward. Okay? And you will have the successes. And you will be able to set boundaries with people. You won't have any misunderstandings. No one can trap you. Only you allow someone to trap you. Those are things that you have to understand, right? And that's what the Queen of Swords knows very well. She walks around with her sword. She's a little bit, I'm glad that I saw the tandem bicycle, which to me means a beautiful alliance, partnership, collaboration, togetherness, community, soul tribe, harmony. It's harmonious connections, okay? Because the Queen of Swords, for me, because I've identified with the Queen of Swords myself very much in the past and or maybe present. To me, the Queen of Swords can be a little harsh, right? Because she is so independent that she walks around with her sword, sometimes pointing it at people and to keep them at that distance, to keep people at a distance. And maybe that's a phase that you have to go through. Use your intuition. That's where you develop your intuition. Don't stay in the Queen of Swords energy like I have. But be able to, I see you being able to, oh my goodness, look at Wendy. But Wendy, we're doing a reading. Don't stay in I don't see you staying in the Queen of Swords energy. I see you using that phase of your life to build the strength that you have. That's the boundaries that now they are jumping out at me. The boundaries. That's how you are able to connect with the people that are harmonious in your life. Maybe before you weren't able to do that. And you're triumphant. I mean, again, like I said, there will be other challenges, but you have the tools available to you. Remember that always. You have the tools. You have them already. Dorothy, you had the power all along. All right. I'm going to give you a guidance, and then we're going to go. I'm going to use this deck for guidance for Cancer Spirit. They received already guidance, but a final guidance for them. There you go. You can do anything right now. Right, Wendy? They can do anything. You want the card? Hold on. Oh, you're purring. You can do anything right now. Go. Wendy, I need the card. Go after what you want. I mean, how does this not tie everything together with the Chariot card? The ability to attract helpful people. I am so done. This is beautiful. This just tied everything together. You are now have the ability to attract helpful people. Before you didn't, and there was codependencies, and maybe they put doubts in your head. You allowed it. Remember, you take ownership and you take accountability without blaming yourself. You have a passionate, charming, brilliant, independent spirit. Cancer, that's it. I'll read it again. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want, and you have the ability to attract helpful people. I love it. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. And until next time, stay blessed. Bye-bye.